What's going on, good people? This is Jah. I want to share some creating success in your home business tips with you when it comes to looking at prospecting and presenting the opportunity to people that you have. And a lot of people sabotage their own success. They sabotage their own success. It doesn't matter what you say a lot of times. Doesn't matter, when you share them with a person, the system, you get caught up in trying to explain this business to people. You get caught up in trying to break it down. And, you really have to minimize doing that. You really have to, for some of you, just have to not do it at all, right? And you really have to put people in front of that. And what happens is, maybe you haven't really got your business going where you want. Maybe you don't have as many people who does have as many people as they want. And so you really start to not try to lose that person. And so you're saying things to try to keep them engaged or keep them going and hopefully get them to look at it. But the bottom line is this: they're either going to do it or they're not. Okay, they're either going to follow the instructions or the guidelines you're giving them, or they're not. Meaning they're either going to get on the live call, they're either going to get on the presentation because they want to get more information on how they can improve their cash flow, take advantage of the products and services that we have here, or they're not. And so you don't have to push it, because once you learn how to pique the interest and connect with other people on an easily and repeated basis, then you don't have to stress over one person. And that is what's happening to us. You can prospect as you go, or you can go out and prospect. And some of us need to go out and prospect as far as it goes, because people are truly waiting to hear from you and hear an answer. And I mean, look at the number of new people we have coming in to Wake Up Now. So here's what I want to share with you. First of all, I want to make this and share what people is getting out. The people closest to you will need the three-way the most. The people closest to you will need the three-way the most. All right. So the longer you've been knowing someone, the more you need to be telling them less and getting them involved with a three-way. Someone you may have just met, they're going to probably need less of a three-way because you are creating a whole new relationship. They don't have any past assessment of your life and what you've done and what you have not done as far as that goes. Now, when you meet someone and you want to share this opportunity, and I had this conversation with a team member and revitalize his spirit. When you meet someone, the biggest challenge that we're running into is when that person start asking you what it is or what it's about, we're just naturally compelled to explain. We've been kind of conditioned that way to explain to people what it's about. And so we need to get our verbiage, our language down so that we have already got it in our mind how we're going to address that scenario when it comes up. So if a person comes, you're piquing someone's interest. Have you thought about, one of my favorite lines is, have you thought about making money from home? That's one of my favorite lines, because I'm looking for someone who at least has in their mind, hey, I'd love to make some money from home, or work with a home business or something like that. So that tends to be my approach in piquing people very often. Have you thought about making extra income from home? Something to that effect. They say yes. Rarely do people say no. They say yes. Great. We start exchanging information. Now, if they ask me what it is, one of the basic lines can be, hey, well, I'm working with a company. We show people how to save, manage, and make money, travel at wholesale. You can say something like that. However, in essence, what you want to do is say something essentially this. When somebody says, well, what is it, or tell me a little bit more about it, all you want to say is, hey, I'm excited to be able to share it with you, but understand that this information is best viewed visually and or audio from the experts. Okay. This information is best viewed visually or audio wise from the experts. It's 90% visual and audio. So you really have to see it and hear it directly for yourself. So are you going to be available at 10 p.m. or 1 p.m. Eastern time? Or when will you be at home and you'll be at your computer so you can review the presentation and I can get that information to you. You see how that will work? It's 90% visual and audio. So right there, they can't keep asking you questions. They keep trying to get you to explain. It's 90% visual and audio. I can tell you this: we're helping people save money and manage money and make more money and travel at wholesale. It's just really exciting. And so then you want to turn around after answering their question with that statement. You have to take back control by asking them a question. And this is where the gap is, because if you just make the statement, they're going to try to pry you again. So you have to take control and say, so are you going to be available at 10 p.m. this evening? Or what time will be best to contact you and follow up? Or what time are you available tomorrow? When will you be at home? Be at your computer? Where I can review the video presentation. You have to follow behind that with a question, which puts you back in control of the conversation so that they are answering your question, right? And now you're closing out the situation at hand. You're closing that out. So they say, hey, I'm going to be available tomorrow at 10. I can get on the call. You say, great. I'll text you a reminder. I'll give you a call. I'll give you a reminder. I'll be at home at 7 o'clock. That's a good time to reach me. I'll be at my computer. Great. I'll give you a call then, and we'll be able to go from there. It's 90% visual audio. That takes it away. They're not going to ask you any more questions, any more details as far as that goes. So use that as a tip. Now, once they watch the presentation, once it's the live call, then what's going to happen is you get them on the phone. You're going to ask them, what did they like best? What did they like best about what they saw? And whatever they said they saw they liked best, you're going to validate that. Yes, that's good. The travel is good. The shopping is great. Let me get you on the phone with a dynamic individual who can help answer questions that you may have. Let me get you on the phone with a dynamic individual who can answer the questions that you may have. You can say, well, hey, I know you got some questions. Well, after they say, I'm excited about this, you say, hey, I know you got some questions. Let me get you on the phone with a dynamic individual who can help answer those questions. And then you better go from there. So you can't wait. You can't wait for people to give you a three-way. Okay. You can't ask for authorization to do a three-way. This is your business. You take control. You're trying to help those people prosper. You take control. Everybody likes to meet a dynamic individual, right? Who doesn't want to meet a dynamic person? So let me know you got some questions. I know you have some questions. Let me introduce you to a dynamic individual. And that's it. And then you connect with whoever your three-way is. And in between time, if they're watching the video, you can be texting one or two people to see who's available for a three-way as far as that goes. Now, if that's, if it's somebody, they come off the presentation, they like it, hey, I want to get started with this. If the person is ready to get started, then you get them started. There's not a whole lot to talk. And then you can touch bases on the three-way afterwards. You can touch base on the three-way afterwards and just introduce them, get them plugged into the system as far as that goes. So, other success tips and things that we'll have with our team, with our group that we have going on. But I'm seeing people get frustrated because they are not really applying the system. They're talking to people and getting rejection when they shouldn't be getting rejection. They're throwing up on people. They're giving people too much information, and you simply have to stop that. Is what that comes down to. All right, so this has been a creating success tip from Jah Kafele. Let's go out and do this big. Wake Up Now is the best, bar none. When you sum it all up, ladies and gentlemen, it's the best out there to help you have success. But whatever you're doing, whatever you may have going on, if you're watching this video, I wish you the best, because there's nothing more powerful than network marketing, multi-level marketing. Let's say that loud. Let's say it proud. Everyone have a great and successful day. Peace.